Welcome once again. This is the second part in the series of the videos on A Grammarian's Funeral by Robert Browning. Today I will resume the poem from the third stanza and we will discuss what is there in this dramatic monologue. We have already discussed about the age of Robert Browning, that is Victorian age. We have discussed about the dramatic monologues. We have discussed about the philosophy of Robert Browning in journal. So now straight away I will start with the text. First I will read out the text and then I will give you the explanation. In the previous video we discussed the poem till the 45th line where the disciple says that learned we found him, that they found the grammarian their master as a learned man when he started his new journey and when he started reading books and devoting his life to the learning that lied in the scrolls, that is the books available to him by that time. So I resume the poem. Yeah, but we found him bald too, eyes like lead, accents uncertain, time to taste life, another would have said. Up with the curtain, this man said rather. Actual life comes next, patience a moment. Grant I have mastered learning's crabbed text, still there's the comment. Let me know all, prate not of most or least, painful or easy, even to the crumbs I would fain eat up the feast, ay, nor feel queasy. Oh, such a life he resolved to live when he had learned it, when he had gathered all books had to give. Sooner he spurned it, image the whole, then execute the parts, fancy the fabric, quite ere you build, ere steel strike, fire from quartz, ere mortar dab brick. The disciple says that they found him learned, but at that moment they found him bald. His eyes were like lead. His eyes were so lifeless, accent uncertain, and he, his accents were uncertain, difficult to understand. Time to taste life, another would have said. And the disciples tells us that if some other person would have been in place of their master, the grammarian, he would have said, time to taste life. Now there is nothing to gather in the knowledge in the books. So he would have went for the simple plain life to he would have went to enjoy the triflings of the life up with the curtain. But this man said rather actual life comes next, patience a moment. He said that is not the life. The real life will come after. Patience. He should have patience. Grant I have mastered learning, crabbed text. Still there's the comment. He said that until now he has read the text only. And there remains so many books, the commentaries written on these texts. He has to read them. Let me know all. He said he should learn all, everything. Prate not of most or least. He does not want to prate that he has learned most of the things or least of the things. He will he would like to read and know each and everything, painful or easy. Even to the crumbs I would fain eat up the feast. He says that he will not leave even the last thing. He will eat up everything, nor feel uneasy, and he will not feel nausea even after eating all of that. So, in a metaphorical manner, he says that this man, this grammarian, their master, was so much after the knowledge of the world that he is not to ready to live after reading the text only. He was so thirsty of the knowledge that he would like to read everything that was available, the text or the commentaries on those text, and the commentaries on the commentaries of those text. He will not leave anything. He will try to learn everything that was available by that time. And in these lines, Browning is also giving his philosophy that actual life comes next. This life is not the real life. The real life will be in the heaven when he will be dead. And this man is preparing for that life. Oh, such a life he resolved to live when he had learned it, when he had gathered all books had to give, sooner he spurned it. Image the whole. Again, he says that he would like to see the wholeness of the life in its organic unity, then execute the part, and then he will execute, learn, or live one by one. Fancy the fabric. Once he will imagine the whole of the fabric, in the same manner, quiet air build, air steel strike, fire from quartz, air mortar, dab brick. As before building is made, constructed, first of all, the master plan of that building, the complete master plan of that building is created. And then one by one the bricks are laid. One by one the quartz are prepared. And then in this way the whole building is created. So, in the same manner, this man he sees his whole life, not only this life but life after this life, and he will prepare himself for the complete life, for this life also and for the next life. In the following stanza, the disciple says, "Here's the town gate reached, there's the marketplace, gaping before us. Yeah, this in him was the peculiar grace. Hearten our chorus, that before living he would learn how to live, no ending to learning. Earn the means first. God surely will contrive use for our earning. Others mistrust and say, but time escapes. Live now or never. He said, what's time? Live. Now for dogs and apes, man has forever. Back to his book then, Dipper drooped his head. Calchas ragged him, leaden before his eyes grew dross of lead. Tusee attacked him. Now, master, take a little rest, not he. Cautious redoubled, step two abreast, the way windy narrowly. Not a whit troubled, back to his studies, fresher than at first, fierce as a dragon. He, soul hydroptic with sacred thirst, sucked at the flagon. In these lines, the disciples, bef- giving us the place where they have reached, in parenthesis he says the town gate reached, they have reached the main town gate of the city, where the marketplace gaping before us, and the marketplace will start now. Yeah, this is in him was the peculiar grace. He said that this was the most important quality of their master, that before living he learned how to live, no end to learning. And there was no end to learning. So he kept on learning, reading, knowing new things, new books, and new knowledge that was there. Earn the means first. God surely will contrive use for our learning. Other would have said that when will they use the learning, the knowledge which they are acquiring. But this man was not of this opinion. He said that it is up to the God that when and how he will use the knowledge that they are acquiring. Others mistrust and say, but time escapes, live now or never. Other would have said, if they will be in the place of their master, that time is escaping, the time is moving fast away, they have little time left, so they would have started living, and they would have said live now or never. But their master said, what's time? Leave now for dogs and apes. Only dogs and apes, that is, animals, live in present. Man has forever. For man, there is forever. Forever is the eternity. He is always there. Back to his book then. Deeper drooped his head, and more fiercely he went for his acquiring of knowledge. More with more intensity. Calchas ragged him. The diseases started attacking him. Calchas is a disease of stone in the gallbladder. So he was suffering from the calchas, the stone in his bladder. Leaden before his eyes grew dross of lead, and his eyes were also becoming very heavy. Tussius attacked him. He was suffering from the bronchitis. Master, take rest a little, not he. So his disciple and his well wishers asked him to take rest, but he was not ready for that. Cautious, redoubled. Again, in the parenthesis, the main disciple says, he gives warning. Cautious, redoubled, step two abreast. Now move two in a row. The way is becoming windy narrowly. Not a bit troubled, but his master was not a troubled a little bit about because of his diseases, his illness, his discomfort, physical discomfort. Back to his studies fresh than at first. Now again he moved back to his books, his chamber of knowledge, fierce as a dragon. And the poet compares him to a dragon who is full of fierce thirst, soul hydroptic. His soul was hydroptic, thirsty of the sacred water of knowledge, sucked at the flagon. And as if a dragon is attacking the flagon, this master, he was attacking the books, attacking the the means of knowledge available to him at that point. So he was not worried about his health. He never cared about his health or physical discomfort, and kept his mind focused on learning and earning more and more knowledge. Thank you. If you have any questions, queries, or anything, any suggestions, you can write in your comment box. I will surely give answer to them.